podcast.
So we're streaming to our website.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, I see it. It's coming up. So who are you? Who the heck are you today?
Well, my name is Russ. Hi, Russ Johns, Agency 258. And
I'm Marian, LaSalle, Agency 258. And we are here today with marketing ideas that work.
Marketing ideas that work.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Working ideas.
Working ideas.
That bring you business.
Yeah, it's like we don't have any clients to say, no, bring me the ones that don't work.
No, all of our clients actually want something to work.
Yeah.
Like bringing them prospects and bringing them people who might be interested in being a prospect.
And you know, the whole purpose of this show is to actually kind of review some of the things that we've seen out there, some of the things we've talked to with clients. You know, we network a lot. We've seen some things that work, and we've seen things that people can improve on. So this show today is about areas that you can use to improve, right?
You know, the word marketing is an interesting word.
It's getting less and less popular.
It's getting less and less popular with me too, honestly. Even though it really covers what we do, it's so broad that nobody really understands what that means. They know it means, you know, exposure maybe, but that's about all they need.
Why is that?
Because there's so many different ways to market your business.
Bingo. B-I-N-G-O.
This morning, it was interesting, you know, people that showed up to our live event right here in Houston every other Tuesday for the business builders. It's interesting because they're all here looking for business.
Yeah.
But they want it in a different way than some other businesses. So if you have a brick and mortar business and you're on the corner and you have to be there from 8 in the morning till 5 at night because traffic might just walk in the door, that's different than, say, I don't know, what other kind of businesses are there?
Well, think of a life coach.
Okay, a life coach.
That would be a good example that can work virtually anywhere.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
So they're selling information and they don't have a home base. They actually have a location independent business. So that's really, you know, the two options, right? What other options are there? E-commerce. I mean, e-commerce has a little different activity, right?
And businesses can have a brick and mortar and e-commerce.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, like insurance. Nathan spoke today, and he does a lot of networking. He gets out in the community, and he does a lot of productive effort, face-to-face networking follow-up, right? And he also has a location. He also has an office so that people can, you know, knock on his door and come in and see it, just like we do. You know, we have an office, right?
He does not have an office.
Oh, he does not have it. He works virtually as well.
He works virtually.
Okay.
Now, someday, eventually, he will have an office, but right now, he and his partner or his employee, I guess, they've decided to work virtually and go to the clients.
Okay.
Which I think is really cool. It saves money.
Oh yeah. I mean, for me personally, I mean, I like the idea of working virtually. I like being able to work virtually and not have to go anywhere, travel in, you know, to an office and you know, it's not that I don't mind going somewhere. It's that, you know, in some cities like Houston, it's sitting in a parking lot called traffic is not necessarily the place that I would want to be most productive. So the point is there's a lot of different ways that you need to attract business. And marketing, you know, there's online marketing, there's publishing, there's traditional marketing, there's advertising, there's billboards, there's, you know, all of these different types. So marketing is so huge.
Wow, that, you know, the list, as you were saying a few of those, I thought the list is endless, almost endless. And one of the things that we love to do is networking.
Uh-huh.
And networking can come in a lot of different shapes and sizes too.
Absolutely.
You can have a paid networking event that you go to every week.
Yep.
Or every other week, once a month. You can have free networking events that you go to on a regular basis or once in a while.
Yep.
Like we love to have pop-up parties. And the last
Stay tuned. We got one coming up.
That's right, we do.
Yeah.
Very special one, huh?
Yes.
And a lot of people really like that because they're going to meet a lot of new people and it's exciting. It's a pop-up party. It doesn't happen all the time. It's not humdrum. And then other people really like going to the same thing every time because they know they're going to know people.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes you like both of those. Same person likes both of those. So I think that's pretty cool.
Well, and so you, for your business, you're attracting clients in your community, you have to decide what methodology works best. And not only on the traction side, but also on the follow-up side, right? Because there's three phases of business, right?
Okay, 3.
The awareness.
People are aware of your business.
Or becoming aware of your business. And then there's the business, people that actually engage in your community and actually buy your products and services and everything else. And then there's the follow-up, the people that maybe haven't purchased your business yet, or your services or your goods. And then you need to continue to follow up with those people, because what did we learn last week? We were in a mastermind last week and we were talking about there's 18, 19 times that someone has to actually, I mean, the number goes up. They used to say 7 times, 7 touches and people would remember you, but it's a lot more than that. I think it's a lot more than that.
It's timing. Okay.
Yeah.
So even if
Absolutely.
you have a perfect business that everybody loves, it may not be the time that they need to buy it or refer you. So the timing.
Yeah.
So that's where marketing really helps. And then the follow-up is great because maybe the day that you met them was not the day that they had you in mind for something they wanted to buy or refer.
Right.
But the next day or the next month or the next year, they could be talking to a neighbor and the neighbor needs you desperately.
Or they meet somebody and you're top of mind, and because you've stayed in touch and you followed up with them, that they say, oh, well, that sounds like you need to talk to my friend Marian. And that's when, this thing called referral, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, referrals, right? It's a good thing if you haven't had those. And so referrals come from people that know what you do, how you serve, and how you serve people, and how you help. And if people you're top of mind, you continue to generate that top of mind, activity, and you stay in touch and you stay in contact with these individuals when they need your services or when they know somebody that needs your services, you're top of mind.
Not only are you top of mind, but you stand out.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that do what you do, right?
Yeah. There are a lot of people.
Of people that do what you do, right? Yeah. I bet you. You're not the only one. Even though you may be very unique, most people, when you tell them what you do, they know plenty of other people, real estate agents, insurance agents, store owner,
Yeah.
What does it? Gifts, you maybe sell gifts.
There's
art, you might sell. Now, is every artist the same?
No.
No, they're not. They are unique. However, when you say artist, people think of whatever they think of.
They think of what is in their head.
Right. Or photographer. If you think of, oh, you're a photographer, you probably, go to weddings.
A bakery, right?
A bakery. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I got to stay away from those bakers. Oh, they're terrible. Terrible people.
No. They're not terrible. They're terrible for us.
But what I'm getting at is that you can stand out.
Yes.
Even if you don't feel like you can stand out, you really can with your follow-up.
Yes.
So that's what I think you're alluding to here is how do you follow up with all those people that you meet? And
what is it that you're really trying to accomplish?
And it's not just networking events that you're trying to keep in front of those people. So say you're a chiropractor and
I'm a chiropractor.
Say you're a chiropractor, you are a chiropractor. And you have people that come in because they have a backache.
Yeah.
And you fix them. You fix them, they're great. And they don't think about you again unless what?
And then
another backache.
Until you have another backache.
So if you were to follow up with those people that came in and try to get them to see that they need maintenance.
Well, or
that's
they
a
just
great follow-up.
That's a great follow-up. And not only that is follow-up is also, I think, key. One of the things that people think, oh, I have to think of something to send them. Well, a lot of times follow-up can just mean, hey, I see something that I know you're interested in. Say, for instance, you meet somebody, you know they're interested in pets or planting or, anything. And all of a sudden, you can have an item, when you see that, you could share with them. It doesn't have to be anything about your products at all, right? So if you know somebody that is interested in plants, and you can send it, if you see an article on plants, you can share it with them and say, hey, I saw this and I thought of you.
That's a lot of work, though. I mean, yes, you can, and I'm sure it would.
Okay.
I'm sure it would be, great and everything, but people are busy.
It's not that difficult.
People are busy.
I know people are busy.
It needs to be automated.
Well, and that's why I keep thinking of these things.
But it's got to be personal. So where's the middle ground here?
Well, think of it this way. What would happen if you had a solution where you could actually reach out to people without having to take the time to reach out to people, right? If you had it automated a little bit,
okay.
If you automated some of this stuff,
all right.
Because technology right now is getting to the point where there's bots and there's things that are taking place and there's bots and yeah.
Hey Vicky, how's it going?
Hey.
Yeah.
She's right here.
Hi Vicky. Yeah, we have a nice person who would like a follow-up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right?
So and if you hadn't read the blog post this week on Agency 258, Did you like it?
I loved it.
So we put out a blog post every week, and
what's this one about?
Follow-up.
Hello.
The fortune is in the follow-up.
So I want everyone to get our newsletter, because every week, not only do we put the blog post out, but we also tell you about the events that are going on, and we have a client highlight that really focuses in on a good product or service, and that could be you, by the way. It also does a lot of other things, like keeps you informed on what's going on, and it's also a way to connect. It's our way of connecting with you. So the blog post is in there. There's all kinds of information that you might be interested in.
Absolutely.
And that's a great way to do it. So how would you sign up for our newsletter?
Well,
so
we've made it super simple to sign up for the newsletter. Is you go to agency258.com.
Yes.
And right at the top, there's a banner. It's called a header bar, or you can call it, obnoxious. I don't care. It's right there. You can say.
Well, it doesn't pop up. I think those are the ones that are obnoxious.
You don't like the pop-ups?
Because it's right. I'm right in the middle of reading the blog post.
It's really
and all of a
interesting.
sudden it pops up.
It actually works.
Oh, I know, but
Look at the data.
Okay.
I'm just saying, sign up for the newsletter. It's at the top of the website. And if you don't want to look at it, you can click on an X and it'll go away.
That's true.
That's
true.
It's like we made it super simple, super easy. And then at the end of the blog post, we offer you an opportunity to sign up again. So,
And the blog post is on the blog. There's lots of blogs on the blog itself. So if you go to agency258.com/blog, or there's a little tab at the top that says blog, you can read about it. And this week it's on follow-up. The reason why I think it's so important that you think about following up with people is that is the number one hassle. That is the number one. People can't stand follow-up. And here's why.
Why is that?
Two reasons.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. If I go to a networking event and I get a bunch of cards,
Yeah.
like a whole bunch of cards,
Yeah.
what am I going to say to them? I don't really know what to say. And I'm never without words, okay? But I think I procrastinate because I'm not sure what to say to them.
Just say, hey, it was great to meet you, and I wanted to follow up and learn more about your business.
Well, what if I don't? That'd be a lie.
Well, do you know enough about their business to know if you don't want to follow up with them?
It may not be that's what I want from them, though. I may want something else. I may want to learn about how to partner with them. Maybe I already know about their business, but I want to partner with them.
Now I have to ask you this question because this is a follow-up technique, right? I believe that if you talk to someone long enough, there's going to always be some connection that will tie you two together.
Well, I may not want to do business with them, but I may want to refer them.
Right. That's my point.
So I already have whatever gadget you're selling.
But it's not always about sale. It's about relationship is what I'm talking about. Is
Right.
Because, I mean, think of, and I always say this, is Houston is the largest small town I've ever been in. It's actually the fourth largest city in America. But, I mean.
That's right. We moved up to the fourth.
Yeah. I think every third. I don't know. Probably fourth. Regardless, there's a lot of people here.
Now we're the fourth.
And seldom do we go out and network that we don't run into somebody that we know.
That's right.
So, which is just blows my mind because it's either we're running in very small circles or that we know a few people in Houston, right?
It's a small town.
It's a small town, and I swear,
Seems that way.
And people that don't know each other know us. So they come to an event that we've been to and we know person A and person B, but they don't know each other. So we connect those people. We may not need either one of those services.
Right.
However, we know each other and we know what they do and they could help each other. And how many times have we introduced people? That's the whole York connector.
Here's a perfect example.
Yeah.
So this morning we have a networking event that we have here in Houston every other Tuesday.
An office in America.
Yeah, and you can go and look at it on agency258.com/events. And one of the people that's here every time is Steve Baker.
Steve Baker.
Right?
Yeah.
And Steve, he has a product that I can't buy because I'm not of the age. He sells.
You're not 65.
I'm not 65. He sells insurance, which happens to be Medicare.
Yeah.
So, but I want to be able to refer him.
And
right?
it's awesome to refer him.
Right.
And it's awesome. And we love promoting Steve because he's such a great human being. So that's a perfect example,
It's a
right?
perfect example.
You don't have any need for their services.
I can't. The government won't let me have
And you
Medicare.
love the fact that they're doing what they're doing, right? I mean, it's super simple.
I do. I love him. I love what he does. I love how he helps people. He literally goes out to their house and explains Medicare, and he picks the right one for them. I mean, he's really all about the people.
And he's an educator. He's an educator, And so he's connected with Nathan, and we're doing some masterminding together, and he's helping with other clients, and we're doing a lot of so you don't know where it's going to go, right?
That's right.
So that's the reason, you may not think that you don't need your product or services. And in the follow-up process, you may learn something about they may have another dimension to their life, right?
Right.
So it's just like, nice. Hey, Gil, I see people in here on the Facebook Live session. Alicia, Dave.
These are people I'm inviting.
Oh, okay.
So what Russ is talking about is we're doing a Facebook Live and we're also doing Crowdcast. And they've come up with this new way when you're doing a live event on Facebook where you can invite your friends during the event. Oh. So let's see if there's a way.
I never noticed that on the phone.
Well, maybe because this is the first time I've done it on a laptop.
Right.
Maybe this is different. So who's giving us the thumbs up? Who is that?
Well, who's connecting? We're going to check this out. It's like, holy cow.
Yeah, I don't
That's
see.
awesome.
I don't see any way to get around it. I don't see any way to get around it. Do you? Who is that? Darn it! Somebody's giving us thumbs up, and I can't see who it is.
We're thanking you.
Yeah, thanks.
Really appreciate
Thank
it. Love
you.
that.
Thank
Love
you.
that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so it looks like
modern technology is always not.
we're going to have to
perfect.
play with this. I haven't been in live for a while. Well, we love Crowdcast, and if you want to go to Crowdcast, you can actually go to Crowdcast, and it's agency258.com/crowdcast. Or no, it's crowdcast.io/agency258.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
or you can go to our website and click on the show link, and we're there as well. So back to the follow-up, because we're kind of rolling on our time, is our goal, our mission is to create some easy to use, easy to access solutions using some fairly recent technology, some combinations of things that are taking place in the industry, and developing systems that you can use to follow up with your people that you want to follow up with. So, we were at a conference last week, right? Now, they probably get a mailing list or an email list, but wouldn't it be nice if you met somebody at an event and before they got home, they had an email already in their inbox? Wouldn't that be cool?
Well, it is so cool. And we've heard response from people.
Yeah.
So Russ is a fantastic communicator. He's a fantastic follow-upper.
Follow-upper.
Yeah. And people
professional follow-upper.
People are noticing it. They really are. They're noticing how he connects with people.
Yeah.
You're real good about connecting with people. But what if they're not, Russ? Some people are just not outgoing. They're shy, or they don't know what to say. Remember I was telling you about that earlier.
Right.
I get boxes of cards, bags of cards of people that I meet, and I have every intention on following up with them.
Yeah.
But I procrastinate. I don't know what to say to them. I don't know which technology they want me to use, and I don't want them to think that I'm calling so that you can buy my stuff.
Well, here's a perfect example. Okay, let's break this down. Okay, we had this event this morning.
Okay.
Started at 7:30.
That's right.
It ended at 10.
That's right.
Or thereabouts, right?
9. It ended at 9.
Yeah. Okay, so, and then, people like to follow up, and people like to hang around and have conversations and learn more about each other. So what I was able to do, I shot a video, thanked everyone for being here, put in an email, put some links to some of the subjects that we were talking about today.
Like the events that they could come to? And
Like
stuff?
the events that we could come to. I put the marketplace and link to Nathan's, our speaker's link to his posting or his listing in our directory, because we have a marketplace, if you didn't know that already. So his link is in there, and everybody that attended today now has a thank you video, a link to the events page that allows them to connect and RSVP to the next event that we talked about. And they have a link to Nathan's listing in our marketplace.
So most people are saying to themselves, okay, Russ, that's easy for you to do. But
Right.
What about me? I don't know how to do a video. I don't know how to follow up
Right.
with these people. And you did it within minutes.
Yeah. So,
before they even got home.
well, I've
or
been
back to
practicing. I've been putting these things together for a long time, and
It just comes naturally to him.
Yeah.
Don't let that fool you. Been practicing.
and so we can do the same thing for you.
It's a done for you service. That's what I'm getting at.
So what
Most
we can
people don't
do,
want to do it.
yeah. So what
We'll do it for you.
we're developing and delivering is an opportunity that you can actually go to an event, send a message out, and it will create a sequence of messages out to an individual after they meet you that will stay in touch, stay connected, and then you're top of mind. And
it's different.
And it's different. Each message is different. And then you can...
No, the follow-up program is what I'm talking about. Okay, so most people, if they follow up, there's two ways they do it.
Yeah.
They call or they send an email. Okay, and here's the best one. They sign me up for their newsletter.
Well,
I don't get a comment. I don't get a phone call. I don't get any personal. They just signed me up for their newsletter. They didn't ask me. There was nothing. And I don't get mad about that because, we're all out there trying to get business.
Sure.
But there was no personal stuff in it.
There's no follow-up.
It didn't feel connected.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. I'm not going to sue anybody. I'm not mad, but it didn't feel good. There wasn't that warm and fuzzy. And what you're saying is we could develop a program for following up that feels good.
And it's easier for us to help you do that.
It is easy.
And we want to help you do that.
And we want to help.
So if you're challenged with technology, you have, kind of reservations about reaching out and following up with people, talk to us. Connect. Call Marian. Schedule some time. Right?
If I could figure out a way to put my phone number in here, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. But I'm going to give it to you. So if you have a pencil and a piece of paper, or you have your phone where you can type it into a notepad, please do.
You can't?
It's 713-826-4942. I'm not a pushy salesperson. I'm not the type of person that is going to hound you. I want to help you. If you want to talk about a follow-up program for your business, call me, and I will set up some time where we can talk about your circumstances.
Yeah.
All right.
And we want to also find out if there's something else you're looking for. What is it that you're looking for? What is it that you want? What is it that you need help with? What's your pain? So
we find that this is the biggest pain people have is the follow-up. They
like,
really want help with the follow-up.
Hey, and we're guilty. We've been guilty of the same thing, right?
Oh, well, you're pointing at me now. Guilty. I mean it. I have bags of cards of people that I really want. I liked them when I met them. I wanted to follow up with them, but
you had every intention to follow up.
I had every intention.
Your intentions were pure.
The
road to hell is paved with it. You get my point.
Yes, and I'm not alone. I know that there's lots of other people out there that feel the same way.
Yeah, and this is a pain that we can solve.
So I want to invite you to a couple of events that are happening.
Yeah, talk about what's coming up.
We're coming to the end of the show, so I want to make sure that you know. Just in case you need to find out, go to agency258.com and go to the events tab. It's either /events or you can click on the events tab.
Yeah.
There's some really cool events happening. So I'll just give you one. One of our clients is an attorney, and she helps you with figuring out exactly what's going to happen to your children if you're no longer here. And she's got an event. You know what? It sounded kind of boring at first when I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to go to a child protection, I'm telling you, I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was so amazed at this woman and what she's offering. And she gives free information about how you can help.
There's a ton of information, and you don't have to. I mean, she's not going to charge anything for it. This is education.
It's amazing.
And it's an education that every parent needs to hear.
Yeah. And I'm going to try to talk her into doing like a Facebook Live, and so that other people can hear this information.
I'm wondering if we could do a virtual seminar series.
We could. Anyway, that's just one event that you could go and check out or refer to your family and your friends and your neighbors and your coworkers.
Yeah.
The next one is one that's kind of almost secretive. You have to have an invitation to come.
Secret Squirrel Society.
So go to the events tab and click on, it's the 31st. Click on the event there and get some more information so that you can get an invitation. They are only going to have 125 people show up to this event, and that's it. Once they reach that, no more tickets are available. So go get a ticket and come out and see us. We're really excited about it. That's the 31st. If you're here in Houston, that is.
Yeah.
The 30th is another event.
Yeah.
And it's here at Office in America.
How to get clients now.
From 4:30 to 6:30. So it's after work. You can come in, leave a few minutes early or whatever. Yeah. The fastest way to get clients now That's the 30th.
That's the 30th.
And then what else we got going? I know there's others.
There's a few more yet to be to announced. So there's some things that we're dialing in. So you want to get on our newsletter. You want to follow us on Facebook. You want to track us down on Twitter. You want to do this today.
This is true.
Now, and just stay engaged and stay involved in it. And we'd love to help you do something. So there's no shortage of activities that you can actually connect with. And there's no cost, there's no engagement, there's no involvement. And if you need help, we're here to help as well. So agency258.com. Yeah. And you are?
Marian LaSalle.
And I'm Russ Johns. And we're so excited to all these events and activities.
This is Marketing Ideas that Work. And if you're one of our clients or you want to be one of our clients, we'll have you here and we'll interview you right here on the show. And we can do it anywhere in the country, okay? Because we connect
they don't
virtually.
have to be here.
No, you don't have to be here. We could have you anywhere. So connect with us, 713-826-4942. Look forward to seeing you again real soon.
Awesome.
Awesome sauce. Bye now.
Enjoy the day.
I will. Thank you.